Welcome back to Karina Cohen channel. I'm going to carry on with some storytelling. This is when Mersylvie transforms into Faersylvie. A beautiful pair of golden wings were magically bestowed upon Sylvie's back. She was transformed into a mystical fairy. She'd become considerably smaller than a mermaid. Her new name to be known in fairyland was to change again to become Faersylvie. When she was safely upon the rock and completely transformed, she looked in delight as she was dressed in a pretty pink dress. Her hair long, flowing and curly, and her ears looked a lot pointier than before. Lo and behold, she had become a fairy. In the first few moments, she felt brave and fearless. The mysterious ancient woodland was beckoning her to go there. She had no idea that she was to have an audience of creatures and fairies watching her every move. Suddenly, her confidence vanished. Her emotions became mixed again, and she had an unbelievable feeling of panic. She'd never flown before, and she was not quite sure what to do. Her back could feel her wings, but she was nervous and unsure exactly how to take off onto the sky. Charlie the Unicorn stood stunned at what he had witnessed from the seashore. He could not believe his eyes. He was overjoyed and kicked his heels in the air, letting out a wonderful, happy, gleeful sound. As he started to do so, the heavens sent forth a rainbow behind him. The angels smiled upon his happiness. Faersylvie suddenly felt relieved when she heard a happy call. From a distance, Charlie looked like a magnificent white horse. She lifted her hands from her face and wiped her tears, which soon became tears of joy. To her amazement, she feasted her eyes upon a strong white unicorn standing by the seashore. Her golden wings sparkled all the colors of a rainbow as they softly lifted up in the air and fluttered in the gentle evening morning breeze. She noticed she was about the size of an old-fashioned milk bottle her grandmother used to have. How strange and large the world seemed to this fairy girl who was now no longer human and no longer a mermaid. Greetings, little one. Welcome to Fairyland, otherwise known as Elfheim, spoke a rather friendly young seagull flying overhead called Larus. I think you may have a new friend on the seashore who wants to meet you. Climb on board, fairy girl, and I'll give you your first flying lesson. Faersylvie smiled cheerily to herself, knowing the dream was not over, but a continuation of the magic. She trusted the adventure that she was in. She climbed up on the seagull's back, and off they flew to the shore. Larus was a very graceful flyer, helping this new fairy girl feel safe and protected. Faersylvie loved the feeling of the sea air brushing her soft fairy skin. Her golden wings enjoyed the gentle breeze. She felt free and very happy. For Faersylvie, it felt normal to be a fairy. Dolphins jumped either side in the waters below them, chirping in excitement. The dolphins could return to the deep oceans and reassure the merfolk what was happening to their mer princess, who had now become a fairy girl. Larus and Faersylvie arrived just off the shore, close to the pathway leading to the woods. There stood a truly magnificent white unicorn whose mane was sparkling through the rainbow. How magical, thought Sylvie. Charlie knelt down on one leg, greeting the fairy girl. She noticed beautiful fluffy hair surrounding his perfect hooves. Larus the seagull smiled and flew away to hunt for his breakfast. "Thank you, Mr. Seagull. I hope to fly with you again soon," called out Faersylvie, waving him a fond farewell. Larus replied, "You certainly will, Faersylvie. I'm keeping an eye out for you. I will tell the merfolk that you're safe with Charlie the Unicorn. You have been sent to our worlds for a very special reason. All the animals and fairy folk of the earth will help us, fairy girl. Good luck and love to you on your journey." Sylvie smiled, yet she wondered, why did all the creatures of the earth know about her? Faersylvie did not understand why the beautiful unicorn would bow to her. Charlie stood up and spoke to Faersylvie in a soft voice. "Upon the seashore this sunrise, I saw the heavens open up. Father Sky sent forth a golden ray of light upon a mermaid in the ocean. This morning, with the rising sun, Mother Earth and the fairies spiraled their magic from the forests and the grounds below, transforming you into an enchanting mystical fairy." He continued to marvel at the new fairy girl. "My goodness, what beautiful golden wings! It is my mission to take you to fairyland. You shall be honored by the fairy queen of fairyland. You believed in our world. You have visited here before, in your dreams. You are here to become part of the magic. Welcome to Woodland's sea edge. There is much to celebrate your arrival to our realm, Faersylvie." How strange and mystical all this was, Sylvie thought to herself. It was as if all of nature knew exactly what was going on. Faersylvie knew she had much to learn and a lot to experience and uncover before she was to fully discover why all this was happening to her and what her quest would be. She remembered the comfort given to her by the angels of the skies when she first arrived at the sea, just before she became a beautiful mermaid princess. She simply had to trust and believe that everything would work out perfectly. Rapidly losing her fears, the newly created fairy smiled, flying up onto Charlie's back. As a human girl, Sylvie had read about unicorns, and she knew they were very magical creatures with highly developed souls. They were similar to fairies with wands. They could perform magic by intention with their horns. Unicorns held immense respect for Mother Earth and fairyland. They were rarely seen by humans unless the human had a pure heart full of love. The happy pair sped off towards the wonderful woodland full of fir, oak, and pine trees. So that's all for now. I just wanted to give you a little taster, a little further along, just guiding you through little excerpts of Sylvie's Wish. It's each of our responsibility to keep the magic alive. Life is but a short few winters. We're here to love one another. We're here to not judge anybody. And we're here to help one another. Be kind to yourself and to others. I'll be back with some more stories from Charlie the Unicorn and the new Faersylvie. Love to you on your journey. Thank you for listening. My name is Karina Cohen, sylvieswish.com.